Press release on the situation following the ceasefire agreement from 6 a.m. on the 11th of January to 6 a.m. on 12th of January 2026. The Ministry of Interior of the Royal Government of Cambodia hereby informs the national and international community that the aggressive acts committed by the Thai side against Cambodia's sovereignty and territorial integrity have caused impacts and damage in 7 provinces, namely Pravihir, Udon Minchai, Bonti Minchai, Bat Nambong, Posat, Koh Kong, and Siem Reap. As of the period of 6 a.m. on the 11th of January to 6 a.m. on the 12th of January 2026, the overall situation is as follows. First, situation of displaced persons. An additional of 1,880 displaced persons returned to their homes. Therefore, out of a total of more than 640,000 displaced persons, approximately 490,000 displaced persons have returned to their homes. As a result, 159,592 displaced persons, including 83,249 women and 51,997 children, remain in displacement camps. Notably, displacement on such a large scale has had severe impacts on daily livelihoods, including employment, public health, housing rights, and particularly children's right to education, as well as serious psychological distress. While some displaced persons have managed to return to their villages, they have been forced to relocate back to temporary displacement camps because their homes were completely destroyed and filled with unexploded ordnance left behind by the Thai military. Second, the continued closure of essential public services. In Udon Minchai Province, 222 schools, 34 hospital or health center, 1 provincial administration, 33 provincial departments, 5 district administrations, 10 competent enforcement units at municipality and district level, 23 commune Sangat administration, and 23 police stations have resumed operations. While 40 schools, 7 hospital or health centers, 1 commune Sangat administration, and 1 police station remain temporarily closed. In Bonti Minchai Province, 5 schools and 1 hospital or health center remain temporarily closed, while public service institutions at the provincial, municipal, district, and commune Sangat levels have resumed operations. In Pravihir Province, 61 schools and 14 hospital or health centers remain closed, while 12 schools, 12 hospital or health centers, and public service institutions at 1 district and 6 commune Sangat levels have resumed operations. Third, destruction of civilian physical infrastructure. No new reports have been received yet. Therefore, from 7 of December 2025, damage to private property includes 336 civilian houses, 7 privately owned buildings, 10 apartment or hotels, 3 gas stations, 1 private market, 34 cars, 8 motorcycles, 1 cassava purchasing warehouse, 1 storage warehouse, 3 cell towers, 6 water reservoirs and water treatment facilities, 1 rice barn, and 2 animals or wildlife. Damage to public property includes 25 schools, 9 hospital or health centers, 42 government office buildings, 17 pagodas, 1 alms-given hall, 1 statue, 1 vehicle, 4 ancient temples, 5 bridges, 1 market, 32 road sections, 1 electricity supply facility, and 3 electricity transmission lines. The actual damage may be greater, as local authorities continue to assess and collect data on the impacts. Fourth, measures to rehabilitate houses and villages of displaced persons. In Pravihir Province, the impacts and damage are being assessed, and ongoing assistance and support have been provided to civilians who are not yet able to return to their homes. In Udon Minchai Province, a total of 84 villages remain inaccessible for civilians to return, while officials are actively preparing housing and village conditions in 172 villages. In Bonti Minchai Province, local authorities and relevant officials are arranging temporary shelters for 2,735 families who are not yet able to return to their homes, and undertaking repairs to restore electricity and telecommunication networks. In Battambang Province, local authority and relevant officials are continuing to visit affected residents, provide assistance, and inspect damaged residential sites. In Bosa Province, local authority and relevant officials are closely monitoring the situation and conducting visits to residents who have returned to their homes. In addition, local authorities and relevant officials at all levels are continuing to cooperate in providing public awareness and education for residents on the impacts and danger posed by unexploded ordnance. Overall, regarding displaced persons who are not yet able to return to their homes, the rural government is strengthening the provision of temporary shelters or relocating them to shelters with better conditions. As of this time, the Ministry of Interior of the rural government of Cambodia has been paying close attention to and monitoring developments on the front line on an ongoing basis, working in close coordination with the Royal Cambodian Armed Forces to safeguard sovereignty and the lawful territorial integrity of the nation. At the same time, under its competence, the ministry has continued to introduce additional measures to help promote the restoration of civilians' livelihoods, in line with the royal government's firm commitment to reviewing, assessing, and addressing three key priority issues, namely 1. Impacts on civilian agricultural crops, 2. The debt situation of citizens, and 3. The urgent restoration of essential public services. The Ministry of Interior of the Royal Government of Cambodia fully supports and expresses its firm confidence in the position of the Royal Government of Cambodia, which has consistently placed the highest value on peace and has been striving to resolve the border issue through peaceful means in accordance with the technical principles and in full compliance with international law, treaties, conventions, and agreements between the two countries, particularly in support of Samdech Techo Hun Sen and Samdech Theppadei Hun Manet, with regard to both national defense strategy and diplomatic policy, in accordance with the Constitution of the Kingdom of Cambodia and the Charter of the United Nations. The ministry also expresses its pride in supporting the special message of Samdech Techo Hun Sen, which reaffirmed that Cambodia will not make any concessions compromising its sovereignty or dignity. Accordingly, all fellow citizens are called upon to continuing strengthening the spirit of patriotism, self-reliance, diligence, and national ownership in order to safeguard and build our nation, drawing upon the strength of national unity and an unwavering patriotic spirit. Through such unity and determination, Cambodia will continue to overcome all challenges, regardless of their magnitude. As Samdech Theppadei has clearly stated, this is the time for Cambodia to further strengthen national solidarity and unity more than ever before. With the participation of citizens from all backgrounds, guided by a deep sense of patriotism, the Cambodian people will undoubtedly be able to overcome these challenges successfully and rebuild the nation with even greater resilience and prosperity. In this regard, the ministry calls upon all fellow citizens to place their trust in the royal government of Cambodia, to unite under a single Khmer national spirit, and to refrain from falling victim to propaganda and incitement by any extremist groups that could undermine the government's strategy of quiet but not silent, which is being implemented to ensure lasting peace and to firmly safeguard national sovereignty and territorial integrity. May all fellow citizens continue to uphold the enduring spirit of Khmer unity forever. Phnom Penh, 12th of January 2026. Thank you.